Rub it in.
Make sure you
Go ahead.
Expect us tomorrow then.
Yeah.
We'll have let's see what's mom making there. Cabbage and sausage and black-eyed peas.
Nice.
To the Robertsons tomorrow.
Jason.
And
Jason,
buñuelos.
come on.
Y'all all come on. Come on.
We're having blue crayons for breakfast. We'll have a side of blue crayons.
Jason, I will make you tortillas. Come on over.
Hey, what about me? I got tortillas. I'm Mexican.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes,
y'all just ruined it. We're not going anywhere for a while.
That is fantastic.
Cabbage. Are y'all putting sausage with that cabbage?
Yes, cabbage and sausage.
Smoked sausage.
Smoked sausage. And then it will be black-eyed peas and probably salsa and tortillas and
a side of blue crayon.
And mom told us we have to eat 12
food.
grapes at midnight. So we're going to eat 12 grapes at midnight.
Well, you know,
12 grapes.
I could bring the peach cobbler.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
You guys aren't but about 2 hours from us. So what time tomorrow?
See, anytime. You just show up.
When you get here, that's what time we're gonna go.
James is making breakfast tacos in the morning. Yes, you can come on. Come on.
With a good time.
With a cherry on top. Yes, Ace.
I have not met you guys yet face to face. But every time I popped into your lives, you made me feel like I was part of your family.
Absolutely.
And we just love you. I cannot wait to hug you guys.
That's my kind of people right there.
Yeah.
We're huggers, that's for sure.
No,
I'm a tree hugger.
Whoa,
really? Kara, you're coming to us tomorrow.
So we had somebody asking in the comments, Joyful Janae. Yes, it is 12 grapes. If you eat 12 grapes before midnight on New Year's Eve, it will bring in nothing but prosperity and blessings in the new year.
Yes, that's what my mom said. At midnight, 12 grapes. Well, she said at midnight. And then we read somewhere 12 grapes in 60 seconds. And I'm like, holy Hannah, that's a lot of grapes in 60 seconds.
I don't know.
12 grapes before midnight. Come on.
I can do them before midnight, but
thank you, James.
this idea of 12 grapes the first 60 seconds after midnight, I told Rachel that's somebody that was alone because they didn't have anything better to do.
Okay, now we're like way too big because
I
we
don't
can't
know.
see.
I can handle it.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, there's
Hi,
Troy.
In the house.
What's up, brother Troy?
Hi.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Big hugs, man. Big hugs.
Okay, give your update. Give your update, brother.
Update. I don't know. I'm just.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, they just came in and said they're worried about seizures now, and but luckily the MRIs was for a stroke.
Uh-oh.
Kind of breaking up a little bit there, Troy.
I'm still having problems.
Oh, I think he's breaking up.
7 days of cash.
Yeah. Jenna was supposed to call Maya.
But
we can't understand you, Troy. You're breaking up.
oh, okay.
Come on,
The
Maya.
MRI went good for the not finding any stroke, but they found some scar tissue from my traumatic brain injuries that I had in the military.
Yeah.
Okay.
God bless you. Thank you for your service, Troy.
Yes, thank you for your service, brother. And the TBIs were nothing to play with.
We're here for you, man.
Yeah, yeah. They said it's going to take a while. I'm going to have to go through therapy and learn how to walk again.
Goodness.
And my arms. So,
Yeah, I
You
was.
need anything, let us know.
I really feel for you, Troy, and especially our veterans and first responders. And
Right, Jenny.
my grandmother was a nurse for all her life, and her name was Josephine. She had 6 children. My mom is a twin, and my mom is since the middle of December in the hospital, and I've been with her by her side. And I sleep in the chair in the hospital, so
Yeah.
I'll add you to the prayer list.
Sorry, guys.
yeah.
Were you kicking the camera around?
Yeah, trying to get my big feet
He
out
was
of the
trying
way.
to get around his weenie.
And I want to welcome in Fishhead Video
You
Family.
dirty-minded sucker.
Hey, Skeeter.
But
Troy, we
anyway,
love
I'm pretty tired.
Only time Rusty's had that problem.
That's right.
What? Talk
Well,
about
Troy, we're
problems.
praying for
I
you,
come
brother.
back
We hope
from the
that you
house
get
and you
better
got
and
like crayons for
make sure
feet.
you work that physical therapy, man.
Definitely.
Y'all,
You know,
I was
Troy,
thinking,
if there's anything you need, you let us know.
Yeah.
I will.
you know,
That's
since we don't have Brother Tyler here, I just will go to the Lord in prayer. Y'all just have to suffer me doing it instead of Brother Tyler. Dear Lord, we want to come to you in prayer on behalf of Brother Troy. Lord, we know you can move in mighty ways, Lord. We've seen it time and time again. So, Lord, we ask that you move in a mighty way on behalf of Brother Troy and to take care of his things and show the doctors that they don't know everything, you know. I've never proof of that, you know. So just move in that hospital room and heal Brother Troy, take him out of it. And Lord, we ask all these things in your mighty name, Lord. Amen.
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 Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Bowen.
The one big problem that they're having now is where I've had so much problems swallowing that a lot of my weight and muscle mass has disintegrated. So they're trying to the next test that they're going to be running is for my throat and see what's going on there, and they because I think that's what causes the muscle and weight mass. I've went from 170 pounds to 115.
Wow.
Okay.
Can't lose anymore, buddy.
Okay.
But I know there's been a lot of people asking, but I just give a little bit what's going on. But
Well, Troy, if you need some ho-hos or ding-dongs sent to your hospital room, you let me know. I have an amazing network of people who can get things done, and we take care of our veterans.
yeah.
So you let me know what you need.
Yeah. But see, I can't eat anything. I gotta try to figure out how to change my diet because I can't even swallow mashed potatoes, baby food.
Yeah, they're gonna
Have
have you
they
on a special diet in there.
have they looked at doing any esophageal? I know it's none of my business and anybody on here, but have they looked at any esophageal stretching or anything like that?
That's what
They did for me.
they're going to be doing, checking that out, because there's be 2 different sections that they're going to be checking. Like one's from like up here down to below my neck, and then the next one will be from the neck on down into the stomach to try to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we all got you on the prayer list, so like
Well, I
said,
appreciate
so
that.
we can move.
Yeah, that means prayer means more than anything.
We got you, man. We got you.
Prayers up, prayers up, prayers up.
Yep.
Oh, we got you, brother. Look,
Yep.
them prayers ain't stopping.
Nope.
Yeah.
They're way more powerful than any of them doctors can do.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But,
And Troy, never give up. It doesn't
Oh, I
matter what
ain't.
they tell you. It doesn't matter where your mind's going. I just want to encourage you and inspire you. And I did this with my mom as well. If you can't hear me, if you can hear me, I just pray right into you.
Yeah.
The Lord's
But it got
hands surrounding you and protecting you while you're in the hospital as well.
somebody has an
Need to
echo.
step up on the front porch
Yes.
and pull myself up
Dump it
just
out.
to get into the house.
Into the house. Yeah.
Thank you, Jean. Happy New Year to you.
We love
keep
you,
it ready,
Troy.
Brother Troy.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
But I'm getting pretty heavy medicated, so I'm going to drop off here. But I want to tell everybody I love them and was thinking about it.
Well, Happy New Year, Troy.
Happy New Year, Troy.
Love you, brother.
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year, Troy.
Happy
Same
birthday
to all
too,
y'all.
brother.
Yeah.
Love you.
We love you,
That's
brother.
right.
Love you, brother.
But y'all take care.
You
You
too.
You
too.
Good
too.
All
night.
right. Love you, brother.
Bye.
That was good to see him.
It was great to see him.
Yes.
Good night,
I wanna
Anna
be
Bor.
in there.
Good night, Annabelle.
Good night, Anna Bor.
To make this
Good
last
night,
hour.
Albor.
Yeah, I need it. I need it.
Irritating.
It's ear something.
Well, he's a much better man than me. I'd have never went by to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is going on over there at the acres?
What?
They're cute.
Just
Belly
mind
acre.
we're just-
I'm just acting like a
Bully or what?
Marine.
Hey, y'all
Hey,
promise
look.
me
So
something
they're
for the
directly
new
above
year?
us. So if we go like this and go like this, and y'all go like this and go like this,
Look,
Yeah,
we're
see?
down into this.
I love them.
we're the Brady Bunch.
Ah, New Year's
That's
resolutions, y'all. Are you making them or not? Are you doing New Year's resolutions? If you are, what are they?
Jeez.
Height changing.
Jeez. Hey, where'd they go? Oh,
What?
now y'all are over there.
Oh, not
Oh,
like
no.
I am very
Oh, man.
confused as to what. Oh,
Chris left Amy unsupervised. This is not good, y'all. Hold
Oh,
on.
yeah,
We're about to
I
go for a
know.
ride.
Listen.
It's raw. It's authentically raw. It's perfect.
That'll be all right.
Tell me right.
So no one is like setting any New Year's resolutions?
Now we can't live in the future and we have to just live in the now, and we are all right now in the now, and I just want to wish everybody, regardless, my mom, she's really weak, and my sister's on a feeding tube, and I have so much on my shoulders, but I still have joy, and I want to encourage everyone to never give up on anything. And
Yeah.
I want to say to my new friends I just met tonight at the Robertson's Belly Acres, y'all are my style people. I love that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even
Hey,
gonna lie.
Rusty, don't get confident. It's all Rachel.
I'm
Don't get
invite
confident,
all
Rusty.
y'all. I
It's
want
all
all
Rachel.
y'all to come on my birthday. All y'all.
All y'all.
All y'all.
All y'all.
All y'all.
On my birthday.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. I gotta go check up on the Robertsons.
Uh-oh.
It's been
They're
a while.
Sarah.
Well, there's Evelyn. Hi, Evelyn.
Hi, sister.
Hi, everyone.
So beautiful.
Sissy's in.
Evelyn, you're supposed to
Y'all
go.
know Evelyn. Y'all know Evelyn was the first person that ever sent me a YouTube Christmas card.
You know, she asked me about the Christmas card. She was really sweet. But I didn't do Christmas cards this year because I've been in the hospital with my mama since the middle of December. But I really thank you for that, Evelyn. That was really sweet.
Bless
You're
your heart
welcome.
for being
And you
sweet.
didn't have to send me one in return. I would have sent you one anyway.
We actually ordered custom Christmas cards and we didn't get a single one out.
Nope.
Don't feel bad,
Hi,
y'all.
Sissy.
I feel bad I didn't get a
Hi,
first one
Sissy.
out.
I'm not gonna lie, we didn't even try to get them out.
I love y'all.
You know,
Yeah, at least we
listen,
ordered them.
listen, 2024 was a year for us. It was an
I
entire
know it was.
decade for us.
I
So
heard
Yeah.
that.
we're
Us too.
looking forward to 2025. Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. I'm right there with you.
I know.
So who has gone to see the Homestead movie?
I
The
haven't.
what?
But we
When is-
have not yet. I do want
Not
to see it.
yet.
It's
You,
good.
I
It's
feel
very
like
The
I saw
Homestead
the
movie.
trailer.
Jason will enjoy it, but Jason will leave there irritated.
I got
What
a
is the
question.
Homestead movie?
I got a
And you
question.
know, Rusty, you're not the first one to tell me that.
I got a question.
Yes, it's a lot.
I got a
Oh.
question. I got a question.
Okay, question.
For all the
What is the
veterans here,
Homestead
right?
movie?
For all the veterans, for all the patriots,
Yes.
right? We all got chest rays, right? We all got the fun stuff. I don't have nods. I just chose the only one with nods. But I digress. I saw the picture for that movie. Has anybody here done the chores, the homestead chores with a chest rig and a full outfit? Because I have not. So I'm confused why that was in the movie trailer. Just
So
like
there
as a homesteader who has all the goodies,
Uh-huh.
I've never done that ever. Not.
So there was a lot about the movie that there was a few things about the movie that we were kind of like, eh. One of the things was there was no character building. It felt like they took a whole bunch of episodes because it's an actual series that's on right. And it felt like they took a whole bunch of episodes and put them together so they could put it out as a movie. So there was no character building, and that kind of bothered me a little bit. There were other things about the movie, like when the homestead first popped up, and there's this like massive house,
400,000 square
yeah,
foot
and
house
we're like,
and maids and
that
butlers.
That ain't real.
doesn't look anything like ours.
Right.
Don't look like mine
What
neither.
did you do wrong?
Right.
Where was this at, y'all? On the movie, where was it taking place at?
Somewhere in the
the
Rockies is
Rockies.
all that. It doesn't say a city.
In the
It just says somewhere in the Rockies.
So the gist of it is California gets bombed, nuclear bomb, and then it just kind of snowballs.
It snowballs, and then the Russians take over,
hit New York
East,
and
East Coast.
yeah. And
So
so
it's
there's
like
kind of this whole thing where you're kind of you see a little bit of where the urban communities, like the cities, kind of start taking over, like for themselves and things like that. And the homestead is kind of this place somewhere in the Rockies that I don't know.
Hundreds of acres, and like I say, a mansion for for a homestead house.
It's definitely Hollywoodized, but it does make you think about things.
So happy.
So the thing that I'll address what Bowen was asking about was, talking about all the gear, right?
Right, we all got it. We all got it. So
Those are the guys that
Lauren.
This is about to offend some people. Those are the ones that we called the gear queers. They bought everything that looked good in the magazines. They put it on, right? It looks good in Hollywood to wear all this stuff. You have all this stuff on, right? And it's all accessible.
Yes.
The reality is that's not happening. Like that's the guy that he's there for the attention.
Yeah.
The practicality of some of it. Like if you have it accessible.
Hi guys.
What happened?
Oh my God. Here's the light and the load.
It's perfect.
Okay,
yeah,
so Jason,
we're
do
not
kind of
running
address
around
that in
with
the
all that
movie.
gear on.
Yes. So basically, this guy that has this huge mansion and this whole thing, without trying to spoil too much, hires a military guy, retired military, like special forces guy, to bring all his guys to protect the homestead. Okay, but when he gets there, it's like the guy that has the homestead is like, I need you to protect us until FEMA comes, until the government shows up to help. And listen, FEMA's not coming.
I'm in North Carolina. I know about FEMA.
Yeah,
yeah, we know about
with
FEMA.
With it being a religious production,
oh, is it?
A Christian-based production, he doesn't tell them you're screwed.
Right.
I mean, in so many words, he keeps telling them FEMA's not coming. It's us.
So it being a Christian production, the big moral conflict is there's people coming to their gate that are friends, that are people that they have hung out with, that they're coming to their gate saying, you guys can protect us and you guys can feed us and you guys can help us. And there's all these people at their gate. And the moral conflict is, do you let them in or do you not? So that's the moral conflict.
And then on a side note, that is cool to hear because how many of us, because we all do the same thing, we all do the same thing.
Yeah.
How many of us have heard, oh, well, it happens, I'll come into your house.
Amen.
No, you are not, cuz. And it is, I'm putting you to work.
Yeah. Right, and that's the thing. Even the military guys, at one point, the military guys are saying, they're saying you need to train because your guys are not prepared for this. Like we're special forces, your guys are not prepared for this. And somewhere in the movie, it's like we need to. The guy says my guys are, they're all trained on guns and stuff. And they're like, but you're not.
You're deer hunters. You're not.
Yes.
Trained
combat
and survivalist trained.
And so there's this whole part in the movie where he says, take your 12 best guys against 3 of my guys. We've just broken into your barn and we're stealing your grain and blah, blah, blah. And so it kind of shows that. And then so he's like, so how do we remedy this? And he says, well, you need to train. And so then he says, okay, that's fine. We will train, but you that are here have to learn to take care of the animals, to garden, to do all of the things that we do as well.
And he agreed.
And he agrees. So it's kind of like that, learning how to.
On a military aspect, he points out, we're here to protect you. You have to learn to say no, and that, as human beings, I feel that's the hard part because we can't save everybody.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
the last thing.
The
last thing I'll say, because I got to dip out.
Yeah.
The last thing I'll say, I got to dip out. I think it's funny.
It's not on Netflix, guys.
I am that deer hunter. I am that deer hunter that's going to sit in the deer line and get the guy that Jason just mentioned that brought all the cool stuff, but he didn't bother to train. He just put it on. So you now got a good old boy like me with nothing but a deer rifle, sitting in a deer blind, and well, now I got all your fun stuff because you didn't train, and all you had to do was train.
My
But there's actually a card game, and me and my one girlfriend, we played it 10 years ago. You can get it on Amazon, but it's basically the Homestead show, which 10 years later, in a card game, kind of like Cards Against Humanity, right? So and it's a deck of cards, and it gives you different scenarios, kind of like what you're talking about, Rachel. Like, say, okay, you've planned, you've worked your fields, you have put back you've canned, you've preserved, you've done everything that you can do, and you know that you have enough food to sustain your family for a year, right? And that you've measured it out per person, per pound, per everything. And then, like, you might draw this card and it says, knowing this information, someone shows up, a husband, a wife, 2 kids, to your gate.
Yes.
What do you do? And
that
it gives
is
you, like,
literally a scenario.
And we're talking like brutal scenario. This is a card game, y'all. You can buy it, right? It gives you brutal scenarios all the way from welcome them in to join your compound to A, B, C, and D down to D, where basically the parents use the kids for workers.
Yeah. And let me tell you something.
You have to be team players. This is right.
Yeah.
Tara, that's perfect because is Jeff in here, Amy, from Rural Second in Command? This is perfect.
I saw Jeff, but he's not there. I don't see him lately.
No, I think he tapped out already.
But what I was gonna say, and then I actually gotta go. It's like 1 a.m. over here. I don't even know how Jennifer's functioning really. Maybe she ate all the glitter. I really don't know what she's doing. But what was I gonna say? I remember what I was gonna say. We all here Homestead, and we're sitting here. We have our power. We have our good stuff. Nothing that bad's ever happened, right? Could you imagine if the situation popped off? You know, before I actually started Homestead, I thought, oh yeah, it'll be great. Yeah, it's not gonna be great. It's hard enough, and we already have power. Things are pretty good. I can't imagine if something really popped off. And I pray it don't happen. Like,
yeah,
of course, yeah. I hope it don't.
Let me put Jeff's channel for y'all in chat so y'all can see it.
But yo, for real, I gotta bounce. I hope all y'all have a happy New Year, and we'll see y'all. I don't know, Thursday, tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow.
I assume they're still doing Homestead Hangout, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you doing live tomorrow, Amy?
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll do our Wednesday. What's up Wednesday?
Yeah, Amy's gonna be live from Robertson's Belly Acres tomorrow.
Now, see, you said that there was going to be all that food, but what's for breakfast?
Ooh,
what do you want for breakfast?
Hold on, y'all gonna make us hungry.
Homegrown bacon, well, I was gonna say homegrown eggs, but no,
we got store-bought eggs
because our chickens aren't laying.
Oh. One last thing. Amy? Yeah, you right here. Leave all the Mexican stuff to her. You's white. We know that. We know you don't know nothing about the Mexican. So yeah.
So leave it all to my sister Rachel, right?
Leave it all to Rachel.
Okay.
In the morning.
Jennifer, I totally did that. I
Bye,
had to do
guys.
that.
Love y'all. I actually gotta go. Bye, guys.
All right, night, Bowen.
Lord, we love you, brother.
Love y'all.
Happy New Year.
Love
Yeah,
you,
we have
Bowen.
2 minutes left.
Some random dude.
That's a cool game. What was it called, Tara?
I cannot remember. I'll ask my friend Deb. My friend Deb and
Greg and Donna.
she had the game. And I actually found it at a thrift shop once, and they wanted a monstrous amount of money for it. But I will post it because, it's not like a game of, oh, who's going to win the game. It's just really so thought provoking. And in that scenario, it really makes you think, like, shoot, I couldn't even turn away a dog this week. I took in a dog because it showed up on our property.
Right, and in the movie, that's where you get to see the military mentality of, we are here to protect you. You have to learn to say no. You cannot save the entire population.
And the military.
Yeah.
I know.
I used to think I could, though. I really did. I used to think I can. I'm like, that's the kind I am, though. But I learned I can't save the whole world. That's God's job,
Well, and I think that's the difference, like Rusty was saying, was those of us who have served vice those who haven't.
Right.
And those decisions that are made
It's up to him.
are delineated extra mentally because, if you serve, okay, I've got a decision to make. I'm going to make this decision. I'm going to live with that decision, and I'm going to keep moving with it.
Right.
Yep. Those who didn't serve are like, well, what about? Well, what if it to death? We can't, like, when you get in that situation, you can't afford to what if it to death.
Right.
Yeah, we don't delineate
You're
from
looking at livelihood of yourself,
right,
everyone around you, your compound, like however it's at.
Complex.
And
Complex. Compound sounds like a cult.
well,
Complex.
we're military. We were part of the cult.
Call it
With
a
all
cult
the
if you want
compound.
to, Tara. We're building a compound.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing
We're
about
building
that.
get out of the compound.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
in that military training, you are also trained to make a decision and stick to it.
Right.
Yep.
And that is the hard thing for those of us that have not served to understand. So
Right.
once you made that decision, it has
Right, wrong, or indifferent, we have to make a decision. We have to stick to it.
yeah. So as hard as that is, and as much as I put on Rusty, he's my leader. He's our leader. He's the one that says, hey, this is, because I know that he can make a decision and stick to it. If you leave it up to me, I'm going to what if it to death. And I'm going to back and forth, and I can't make
Nope. Can't do that.
Can't do
that.
so they are trained to make that decision. But in the movie, it's a little bit different. But still, it's thought provoking.
It's worth going to see. The one thing I left there that was heavy on my mind was I don't have nearly enough ammunition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing that I took away from that was we have to be
Lori.
way more intentional.
Hello,
in
Janae.
Yeah.
Hey, sweet Lori.
Oh, we definitely want to watch it for sure. Well,
I was
guys,
just thinking a
we're
while
at
ago
9
when we were talking
minutes.
about like
We were at 9 minutes. I need to
the
go.
hard decisions about you can't save everybody. The best thing I've ever heard put towards that conversation was at some point even God had to shut the door on the ark.
That's true.
Yeah.
I heard that.
At one
We
point
had-
he's
we
like,
had a neighbor.
okay, I've left the door open this long. I told everybody for this long. At one point, even God had to shut the door.
I only have 8 minutes.
We had a neighbor in Colorado who was so anti-prepping, anti-gun, anti-everything, anti. And somebody actually asked her, what would you do if, the worst case scenario happened? And she said, oh, well, I would run down to Lauren and Joel's place. They would take care of me. And I'm like, no, we wouldn't.
No.
Right.
Right.
Because
you
we have
are now a
us, our
shield.
family. Yeah.
I say
Yeah.
at this point, and that's what we talk about all the time. Rachel and Mom and I are always talking.
I wish Jeff was here.
happens, all we can do is pray that all of our kids and grandkids can make it here.
And that was another takeaway from the film. You know, these people are preppers, and they've been preppers for a long time, obviously, because they have this massive homestead. But their kids are grown and gone, and they're waiting for their kids to get there, and they can't get a hold of them because their kids only have cell phones. And at this point, the grid is down.
Yeah.
And so it's like, even the people that are prepping, you know, what your kids do once they leave the nest, you know, and that's a whole thing too, because our kids are not about it, you know. And so it's like, oh my gosh, it's thought provoking for sure.
Question is, how many ham operators do we have in a 100-mile radius?
That's a good question. Now, for those who don't know what Lauren's saying, what a ham operator is, can you explain to them, Lauren, what that is?
No.
A ham
I can tell
operator,
you.
a ham radio is a long distance, low frequency radio. The lower the frequency, the farther it can travel through the air.
They touch on that also in the movie. They touch on that also in the movie.
But they rely on satellite.
They're on satellite radio. So
but there are like and so for people that don't understand ham, is most people understand a CB radio, what the truckers use.
Right.
A ham radio is relatively the same, just a different frequency that can reach further.
Right.
When you're running on a ham radio.
Okay, so it's a frequency.
Right. It's about the frequency. The thing about it is, what everybody's worried about is an electronic
EMP.
EMP.
Right?
Yeah, EMP.
We throw an EMP out there. Guess what's not affected?
Ham.
The ham radio, the CB,
Any kind of radio wave,
lower frequency that is typically a shorter distance, but there's ways to make it reach longer.
True, but it's more easily
going to
jammed.
be affected.
Okay,
the other thing not affected is my 1986 Beast that has no computer to make that truck run.
Happy New Year.
It doesn't?
So
hey, Ivy.
Just said something.
Hey, Ivy.
Yo, Gladys.
We started talking Mexican food and who can make the best breakfast, and then here comes Gladys. Oh my God!
Right, Rachel?
Hi guys.
I had to go.
I don't know.
We have 4 minutes to go, y'all.
I know.
Yeah, 4 minutes.
Oh my God.
Evelyn, were you gonna say something?
Was
No.
I?
No, Evelyn has her own live. She's gonna be like, hey, when you guys will shut up for 5 seconds, I'm gonna run this live. Let's go.
Guys, we have over here. We have things.
We have
At midnight. We're gonna do things.
Oh,
it'll be fun, but I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. Those are some of the beans I'm dropping just to give a hint of what's coming up at midnight.
Gladys.
Yeah, Lori Carp. Happy New Year.
Hi, Happy New Year.
Oh, not Gladys.
Happy New Year.
I didn't get my
Bowen
knowledge.
says,
Happy New Year.
So
we
you'll
know
make
it's
your
cancer.
rounds and
Welcome in, brother.
Wish Raider was
Yeah,
still
let
here.
Evelyn talk. Evelyn,
Texas
say
Raider
something.
has not CB. He has
He has a ham.
he has a ham. Yeah.
Mama's getting everything ready for our New Year, so we're gonna have to dip out of here so we can go spend New Year's with Mama. We love all you guys.
Love you guys.
We'll be over for breakfast.
Yes.
Come on.
Come on.
Nice to see you.
Good to see
Thank
you guys.
Happy New Year.
Love you guys.
Good morning.
Rachel and
2012.
thank y'all. R&R, right?
Rusty and Rachel.
Hi, Gladys.
Okay,
Yeah,
are we ready to bring in the most amazing, the most exhilarating, the best year
2 minutes
ever?
Here's to 2025.
It's gonna be huge.
Bagel.
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 It's going to be a year.
Yes, ma'am.
Still
Right
tastes
there,
like
Evelyn
water.
coming in late. Oh, look at that
Oh.
mug. That's
Oh
a nice
wait, what was that
Evelyn.
cup?
Are we ready?
Evelyn.
Oh.
Not yet.
We still have like
MT Homestead mug.
Ah,
Right.
nice.
Eagle.
Look, we support veterans.
Yep.
That's why we did our Sergeant's Talk with the same logo.
Mhm.
Yeah, somebody said earlier, well, we just combined Sergeant Talks and Leonard Mountain Homestead today. So, yeah, that's what happened today.
See, what happened was
I came back from the break and he had crayons in his mouth. That's what happened.
Oh, guys, get ready. Get ready. We're getting ready to go.
1 minute to go.
1 minute to go.
Here we go. Here we
I
go.
gotta get ready.
No, don't. I will not kiss you with crayons in your mouth.
Aww.
Put them away.
Picky wife.
Who's doing the countdown?
Happy New Year, Rebecca.
Lauren, would you really kiss Joel?
Do the
if he had
countdown.
coming out of his
Yeah,
mouth?
Lauren.
As you've got ho-hos coming out of your mouth.
Okay. You ready?
No.
Oh my God.
Ready?
Spit them out.
10, 9, 8, 7,
7,
6,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4.
3, 2, 1. Hey,
Here, let me. I'm going to kiss my hand. I'll kiss my
My
hand.
goodness.
Oh my
I
God.
let-
Nobody else gets her.
Happy
Don't
New
let
Year.
it match, Jason.
I'm
Oh, I
going to
heard
kiss my
I think
mom.
somebody wants to say Happy New Year. Can you say hey? Come back here.
Let me
Little
give my
girl.
mom a kiss. Let me give my mom a kiss.
Happy New Year!
Say Happy New Year.
Happy
No,
New
get
Year.
Dean. Say Happy New Year. Tell them.
Happy New Year.
All right.
Okay, that's enough.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year,
Happy New
everyone.
Year.
Welcome to 2025.
Happy
Wow.
New Year. We hope that
Look,
Without the crayons.
without the crayon.
Well, some of y'all anyway.
Love you, brother.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
I still have an
Twilight
hour to
Zone.
wait.
Oh,
In the
Evelyn.
year 25. No,
everybody do the
that's the wrong.
dance.
What's the dance?
Oh,
I'm only doing what you're doing, Lauren. I don't know what the dance is. What are we doing?
It's the
I have
Trump dance.
no idea.
Look how much I love you, Lauren. I'm just gonna do what you do just to support you.
Is that
She
the,
does it better than I do. Look at her. She does it better than I do. She
is
doesn't
that
even
the
know what she's
MAGA
doing.
dance?
No, I want to be like sha na 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 sha na na.
Go lay down.
Na 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 sha na na na. Time to change, you got to rearrange. No Brady Bunch?
No.
All right, everybody.
Hey guys, all
Friends,
fireworks
somebody
are going
around.
off around us. We got to get the dogs in.
Yep.
Yep.
We love y'all.
Love you
We
all.
love you guys
Love you
too.
too.
Love you
Love you
too.
too.
Happy New Year, guys.
Bless
Wonderful.
Yes.
y'all.
Thank y'all for coming up and
Oh,
spending
y'all be
the whole
healthy.
time with us.
And they said they weren't going to make it the whole
I
time.
know.
Yeah.
We
did.
did.
Y'all did
Right.
I
good.
really knew I was going to.
All right, everybody. Love you.
Please be safe and healthy.
The acquaintance speak.
Thank you, Joe and Lauren.
And I don't know the words.
Never part.
Everybody knows the tone. The tune.
Lori
not
knows
the
it.
words.
She's singing
got
it,
it.
rocking
She's
it.
got it.
Lori's got it.
Yep. Happy New Year, folks. We love y'all.
Love you
Same
too.
to you. Love you all.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you again for the love on our page.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate
Happy
y'all.
New Year.
Tara, I'm keeping your daddy in my prayers, okay?
Oh, thank you. As I am your
Yes.
mom.
Definitely.
He's doing amazing, and we couldn't be more pleased.
That's wonderful, y'all.
Prayers up for everyone.
Yes, absolutely. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
night.
Love y'all.
Love you too.
Y'all so
Okay.
sweet. Y'all so
See, where
sweet.
am I
Bones man.
Figure out
Now.
which button to hit.
Come on.
You got a red hat and everything.
I
Come
don't know which one.
That is so funny.
Well, there it is down there. Ah, now I know where the button is. It's different on StreamYard than it is on Restream. Restream is up in the top right corner.
Lori, you're so pretty in red. So beautiful in red. Making it home.
Thank you very much for having me up.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Corbin's
Yeah,
so
I-
sweet.
You guys are all logging off?
No, we can stay
Or
a
you-
few more minutes.
I
Yeah.
gotta go get dogs.
Yeah, he's got to go get dogs because they're
dogs.
Fireworks up. Mm-hmm. They're barking out there.
Oh. Hope
I
they
still
don't get
have
us
an hour
fined.
to go. Sorry, go
You
ahead.
still have an hour?
Yeah, she's west of us.
It's only 11 o'clock here.
Ah.
Oh,
now we're in the future.
Now we're in the future.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'd say 2025 is pretty nice so far. You'll like it when it gets there.
Yeah, I've been here for an hour.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you all remember this commercial on TV? It was years ago, at least more than 6, about the Doritos commercial. The kid goes to the time machine. He goes, do 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 do. Jimmy, is that you? Jimmy? That was my friend
Ellie
Ryan.
Mae.
He won $1 million on that commercial, and then he lived maybe about a year after, and he passed. He tried to get that commercial. He tried 3 times to do this. He's a filmmaker, and I was so happy when he won that. And it wasn't about the money to Ryan. It's just he's really in his craft. He's really good. And that commercial, if you've never seen it, just look up Time Machine, Super Bowl, Time Machine, and you will see it. And I'm see if I can pull it up and throw it in chat. You all would love this. It kind of reminds me of Corbin in a way because the little boy is just so cute.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, you can pull it up. Time Machine.
I don't watch much TV. I haven't watched much TV in the past 10 years.
No, I don't. I don't watch. I don't have time for all TV. I'm familiar with the social media. Time Machine.
Everything is woke this and woke that, and sorry.
Here it is.
This is now a 2-year live.
2 years?
Hey, Mr. Smith. Oh, here it is. Oh, let me. I'll let you listen to it.
So now what? Hey, Mr. Smith. Want to try out my time machine? It runs on Doritos. Sure. So now what? Gotta put the whole bag in. Okay. Yes. It's really working, Jimmy. This is the greatest. Get out of my yard.
They're probably going to smack you for that.
Yeah, probably.
That's not a good thing.
No. We hope not.
Nah, I bet they would. You keep playing it and they will.
Well, Well, is there music in there? Hope not.
It doesn't matter. It's a commercial.
Oh.
You know?
It's very old.
A lot of commercials you see on TV are very old. I mean, when I was a kid, they had commercials that lasted for 10 years or more. The same commercials every year, around Christmas time especially.
Okay, it's in chat if you want to click on it yourselves.
That's probably the better way to go.
Hey, I'm not a know-it-all on all this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't no know-it-all, so y'all.
YouTube is fussy like that.
Have you been doing YouTube a long time, Lori?
I haven't been doing it a long time, but I've been around YouTube long enough to know that people are getting smacked for putting up things that have copyright infringement, and they're getting smacked. Some people have been fined.
Where'd they go?
Judy says, Amy's so quiet.
She can't get a word in edgewise.
It was a long live. Yeah.
It was.
Forget it's been years. I made camel scarf once. Aw. Yeah. It was pretty fun. He's probably getting tired. He's bringing in doggies.
Come on.
I did one the other night that last week was 5 hours, 5.5 hours or something. Ask Chris, he was there.
What?
Our platform, click a volume on a voice. What's that, Bowen? You all know the video I posted of singing with the circle? Oh.
Oh yeah, will the circle be unbroken? Yeah.
Yep. They will go hours just talking.
Night owls.
50 more minutes.
Wow.
Yes, Colton said to tell everyone that's having Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How many do I still have watching?
I show 18.
Woohoo!
I am a terrible night owl.
18. Because I only see like like the total of the people who are co-streaming with me. Together there's 29.
Oh, okay.
16 watching there and 10 watching there, 26.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I stopped both of them because they kept echoing in the back. Even though I had the volumes turned down, it seemed like they kept turning the other one on.
Huh.
So I stopped the videos just because of that. But they were going long enough so that they should have gotten enough time to, I don't know, I think there's a minimum somebody said that there's, as long as it's on for a minimum of 5 minutes, you get credit for the whole live. Does that make sense to you?
I have no idea.
I
don't know either. I thought that was weird, but I suppose it's possible.
Oh, Evelyn dropped us. Ouch.
Right.
Sorry about that.
It's
Just
weird
flip
not
us
having
right
food
over.
up here. Paul Case
Huh?
Farms.
Well, hi, Paul.
Happy New Year, Paul.
Everyone
what
can
are
see
y'all
her here.
doing? Happy
Not
New
sure.
Year.
For the next 20 hours.
You made Judy jump, Evelyn.
Sorry. My apologies.
Bowen says Evelyn looking clear since we got dropped.
Welcome back, Chris. Did you get the dogs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's weird not having Texas Raider on panel.
I know.
He's usually on panel.
I know. And Paul, too.
Well, Paul was actually in chat just now. He
I
probably
know.
got
Texas
probably
Raider
set an
just did.
alarm. He
Texas
probably
Raider
set-
just did
yeah.
something, too.
Uh-huh. Skittles and glitter.
Oh, Skittles and glitter.
Chris looks
I
like
know.
ZZ Tops with that outfit. That looks cool, Chris.
Yeah. My dad got that a lot too.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh,
You
I
mind?
think she did, Paul. I think she did.
Hubby crashed at 11:30. He couldn't make it for another half hour.
Did she call me weird, says Paul? Who's that? Lori?
I didn't call you weird.
Crazy phone.
Happy New Year, Serena.
Happy New Year. You can send your complaints to ksawmill@gmail.com. There he is.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Chris.
Yes.
Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Miss Lori.
Hey.
What's up, Chris?
So,
Welcome, brother.
And good morning, Amy.
yeah.
Hi.
I'll make sure I report the information to our fellow friend.
Wait, that's not Paul. That's Chris. Oh.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, how are you? Hello, Jennifer.
Are you talking about our Louisiana mutual friend?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's he at? Trey.
Remember, he's going to day shift, so he's flipping days to nights. Or nights to days.
That's right. Ugh. And he did okay at the doctor's and his little trip to the hospital for his
Yes, ma'am. I've got to send him a
injections.
Mickey Mouse band-aids for his where he got the shot.
Good night, Paul Case.
We got some little baby band-aids from Buc-ee's just cause I had to put them in my go bag. So it's funny when we have a boo-boo with the go bag, we got Buc-ee's band-aids.
Buc-ee's Band-Aids.
Well, the biggest one it was in Florida, but then in Texas, they topped it by the bathroom by 200 feet. Because everything, they said, is bigger in Texas. So they had to get a bathroom 200 feet, made that one bigger.
No bunny band-aids.
I was just gonna say that, Bowen. I thought the same thing. There
Don't be
ain't no
talking
bunny
about my girl
band-aid.
now, Bowen. Somebody said earlier something about once you go black or something in the chat, something related. I don't know what it was about. I had to drop off because I can't remember the couple, but we're talking about, because today I'm taking my cousin that y'all met, Chris and Amy, as my way of saying thank you. I invited him to go see that movie Homestead because I haven't seen it. And they were sitting there saying this, and this, and this. I was going, I don't want to know. So I clicked off.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
from the sounds of it, I'm probably not going to like this movie.
I'm going to go see it because I'm a member of the Angel Guild. I've got a subscription with them, and I got 2 free tickets. So, hey,
There you go.
I'm going to go see it,
Can't beat that deal.
And y'all, I mean, Chris, Amy, you've been here. You know all the things I have, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I just don't have a thermal yet because it's
it's a little. Hey, it's getting better though. It's coming. The price is coming down on the thermal. It's getting closer to available to normal people. Like, it's getting better.
Well, I still got to get siding, windows, a garage door. I got it. I was blessed with a dishwasher. Now I just got to get a garbage disposal and then get all that connected. So, it's a work in progress on the house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bowen, there is a guy on YouTube, and he's actually here in Oklahoma. And my sister lives pretty close to the same town he's from, and it's Bear Independent. And he actually does his chores with a rig and a cordless hole punch, a long barrel one. When he's out there,
reach out.
Yeah, the long distance Bluetooth hole punches.
Bluetooth.
The ones that go to infinity and beyond.
And beyond.
And beyond.
They like to reach out and touch people. But yeah, he does his chores, and his philosophy behind it is he's like, you need, if everything breaks loose, we're gonna have to do that if we're out still homesteading and protecting our investments. Then you're gonna have to do that. So you might as well start train how you work and work how you train. So if you're planning on having to do that later, you might want to get used to it now. He also puts on his go bag and does like a 5-mile ruck. So
have you seen the latest bag he's got?
No, but they just
75 to 100 pounder.
Yeah. But at least he falls into that group where he's not one of those that builds a 100-pound bag like, some other prepping channels that I will not name. But they make this god-awful bag, and you never see anything but what it broke apart on the table. And you can tell that bag is brand new and was only bought to make that video. And, stuff like that. You can tell Bear's stuff doesn't look like that. Bear's is dirty because it's got little twigs hanging off of it because he actually puts it on. And his philosophy is do the things. Don't just make a bag and throw it in the corner and never touch it again. He's like, grab it and do the things. He actually says to go camping with it every once in a while so that you can rotate it. Use all the stuff in your go bag and then put new stuff back in it so that it's not, 3-year-old stuff that's not going to work when you actually need it to work, because you have to rotate that stuff. So you might as well practice what you preach and use it up and rotate it out. And it's good practice to know how to use the stuff that you put in there.
Yep.
He lives in
I live in the burbs. That's why I like living here. I can do my chores with stuff strapped to my back and nobody would even blink.
Yay, welcome back, Craig and Donna.
Welcome back.
I heard that.
Outside the big show.
Chris, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a channel, and I'll send it. I'll text it to you.
Okay.
Because it's another channel, and basically he has hole punchers, and he also has a set of drums, and he'll start out with drums and music, and then takes the hole punchers to the music.
Nice. Right.
Yeah. Yep.
My dad makes his own gunpowder.
Nice.
He's been shooting since I've been a baby.
What is that? Just 10 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah. That's my voice is just like it's always been this way. But yeah, he's been since I was a baby. My daddy goes to the shooting range, and yeah, he's been doing that since I was, just in my diapers, and my mama was holding me, and that's his sport. That's his hobby. And my mama took me to see him in Paris Island. When he was out there in Paris Island, my mama and I went to go and visit my daddy. But my grandfather Tony was fought for our country. He's and in my uncles and on both sides of my family, on my mom and my dad's, all my mom's brothers, and my father's father Tony. He was Air Force, and he was a very diplomatic man, and he had 7 children. My dad's one of the 7. Yeah. So I really am a patriotic soul, and I love whenever we see our veterans, go up to them and do what you can, and support the first responders as well. That's very important. So that's what our country is. We're all here to lean on each other the best way we can. I'm sorry about that. I hope I didn't get a strike on your video earlier with that commercial. And yeah, so I know it all and all that stuff, but I wanted you to see the commercial. I put it in the chat so Chris could click on it and see which one I was referring to.
I think I know which one you're talking about, but I'll check it.
It's a really cute one. Corbin reminded me of that little boy, Jimmy. Well, he plays Jimmy in the commercial.
That's the problem with letting dogs in.
Mhm.
They want to come over here and.
Well, Faith's not home, so
Right.
he is
Looking for someone's
yes,
love.
yes.
Well, Chris, you should get a text from me on that one.
I got it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to start working on getting a radio setup going. Because we're up on top of the hill anyway. So we could really.
Well, you know what to do as far as that antenna. I mean, the mast.
Yeah.
Just do. Walmart sells them, and all in other places. They're just a TV antenna mast, but
yeah,
it works just as good. Just think of the range you would get. Wow.
That's what. Yeah, up on top like this, it's down in every direction. So we're up here. In fact, if you go into like Broken Arrow or Tulsa, which is north of us, you can go to places and get like handheld 2-way, like GMRS or whatever, and they will let you know that if you go too far south of Bixby and you crisscross around there, you will lose reception to anybody in Tulsa because nothing can like cross over. These mountains back here are too tall for the service to go over them. So if you go too far south of Bixby, you can't talk to people that are still in Tulsa. Even if you're within the mileage or whatever of the radios, it still won't work.
Good night, Ace.
Night, Ace.
So,
Good night, Ace. Happy New Year.
Thank you
Yeah.
for
Happy
time
New
with
Year.
us.
Could you imagine putting a repeater up here on top?
I was going to suggest that.
It would be nice.
Did you see what Bowen said?
Right? Hey, I'm pretty sure a hand would reach all the way over there, Bone. Especially if we put some repeaters in, strategic locations at different YouTubers' houses. we could bounce stuff all the way across.
Is that a ham operator? I mean, a ham radio?
It could be GMRS as long as he had a repeater.
Yeah, you could do the normal two-way stuff if you had repeaters.
Whereas I've got a ham radio license, and
so you could basically just throw more juice to it and get further range, couldn't you?
that or put up my tower, but that's going to be a while before I do that. So,
did you see Homestead Dynamics or whatever, the guy in Arizona? He actually got a radio antenna, like from a radio station.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he's not even using it for that. He's cutting it up and using it for just random projects and stuff. I was like, where do you run into stuff like that? Like,
Yeah.
I would use it for what it was made to be used for. And I get it. He's using it for what he needs. But how do you just stumble upon that kind of stuff? I got to start looking better.
Well, I know on Market Street you can find things as far as if you type in like GMRS or ham,
right?
You'll get a lot of things, but you have to be careful again on who, what, when, or where.
Yeah,
because a lot of it is fake, false, whatever you want to call it, scams.
Yeah,
like anything else on the internet, but
yeah,
except for y'all, y'all are real,
right? We're the part of the internet that's actually real.
So, but Amy, I can't remember, but when is Johnny, or do I need to get on a list, or when is he going to, or whoever is in charge of that as far as 10 Killer, when is that coming out? I can't remember.
We're about to start
having meetings,
and once we have a couple, or maybe after the first one, we'll have a little ticker run at the bottom of our, because we're on the committee this year.
Okay.
So we'll let you know.
And that's what I was just curious about, so I know, because
we're about to go do kind of like what we did at 10 Killer. We went beforehand and like did a live and a video and whatnot, showing people the different campsites. We're about to go do the same thing at Eufaula because we haven't been there.
Well, 10 Killer's closer, right, to me?
Mm-hmm.
Is 10 Killer closer to me, Chris, or is Eufaula?
Yes, they're both about an hour from here, but in different directions. Like Eufaula is more just kind of south a little bit and more east, and 10 Killer is north and just a little bit east. So they're both about an hour drive from here, but in totally different directions. But 10 Killer is north of us, so it would be closer to you than Eufaula. But they're both pretty. They're both pretty lakes.
Okay.
So that's April 25th through 27th.
Believe so. It's the same weekend.
April 20th.
Well, according to Google Maps, Eufaula is 2 hours and 55 minutes from me.
What about 10 Killer?
Is it actually just called? Is 10 Killer one or two words?
One. And that's just the name of the lake. So it'll take you to where the lake is.
Well, there's 10 Killer Lake. It says 3 hours, so I'm.
Yeah, well, it's pretty close to the same thing.
But I've already got, thanks to Miss Evelyn, thank you. I've got a lot of information on 10 Killer, and I've already made comments about me going there. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out a program or some way, because I am not one of these computer whiz people that can take and make a design on whatever program.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still working. I'm trying to get at least stickers.
I believe Devil Dogs and Webb's good at all that stuff.
Well, I'll check with Devil Dog. I've checked with Critter Creek, but I know he's very busy.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard back from him, so.
Right.
Okay. I'm texting you, Bowen.
We're gonna bring in the new year with Evelyn.
All right, you're up. Go.
Come on, Miss Evelyn.
Well, you don't have to bring in the new year with me, that's for sure.
I will.
I was on here to bring in the new year with y'all, so.
And I know my compadre up there in the red robe will be there because we're the team that just stays up late.
Yeah, this is not normal for me. Trey's gonna be like, I don't want to hear no
I don't hear none of
excuses.
that tired crap.
He's gonna be like, yeah, but I napped today. Like I not napped, but I relaxed because I knew this was gonna be a longer
marathon.
Oh, Raider, check this out.
Love you, Lauren.
This is Rural Report.
Yeah.
And us.
Good night, Lauren.
I don't know how you did that.
Joel.
Well, he actually did it. We had a
contest.
He had a contest on his channel to design a logo. So we designed, or I did not do anything. She designed it, and then he had all his people vote on it, and apparently ours won. So he made said cup.
It was in any of the
He put
funds.
his logo on it and ours, and it's like a one of, I guess. So
there's a few people who got it because the funds that came from that cup went to.
Which one sold the most, wasn't it?
No.
But
no,
he
the ones
sold
the
some?
one that won,
Okay.
he was going to put on his store,
And all of them that sold,
and then all of them that sold, he was
went
going to use.
Caleb House.
Yes, went to Caleb House.
Nice. I knew it was something like that. I was paraphrasing, so
yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not one of, but it's one of few.
And because we won, he sent us one.
Yeah, because he picked our cup got picked. We got one.
It was rigged, just like all the other things tonight.
I'm glad I got a cup.
Oh yeah.
Did you text Bowen the color you wanted?
No, don't worry about it. I got it. Bowen's in here. Bowen, I want the black one.
Black one. Yeah.
Bowen called me today at work and we chit chatted. So there. Bowen's my homie.
I would call you, but I don't want to bug you at work.
That's what he said. He apologized like 4 or 5 times the whole time. I was like, look, dude, I've got a headset that goes over my ears and sits right in front so it doesn't like block out noise. And I can have a conversation in real life and still have my phone like not in my ear, but I can hear it. So I can walk around on the phone. I do it with her all the time. She calls me and I keep working and talking. I'm just, everybody looks at me weird because I'm over there talking in the corner, talking to myself, but I don't care.
Okay. Sorry, I'm responding to Bowen.
Like if I need to go or if I have to talk to somebody at work or whatever, I'll let you know. But usually I mean, we were on the phone today, probably, 10, 15 minutes. Not a big deal. I'm high enough up in the company, I guess, that I can take some liberties.
All I know is that I'm glad that it's now 2025.
Yep.
Last year was super great.
Nope.
I'm not going to get on that soapbox. I'll be quiet.
Right.
He heard a dude talking.
Yeah.
And
Well, when you called, I was at the new shop.
Mm-hmm.
And then I left and I drove over to the old one because I had to check on the guys loading up all the office stuff. And I got over there and they were trying to load the glass from Terry's desk. And I was like, no. So, yeah, that's why I had to go and micromanage adults.
I was afraid, Jennifer, if I won something, that I was probably going to have to get it at 10 Killer. It would have been quicker. Right. And yes, Amy, if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it. So I'm representing.
I finally got mine today or yesterday.
And which one is that one?
Oh, there you
go. Is it Old Pecan?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
I keep waiting. And, by the way, Amy, you know how you posted here's the link to your store.
Bonfire.
I clicked on it and it didn't open.
So I edited. I went back and edited the post because the link was not the right link, I guess. So I went and copied the one from our, that I have inside all of our videos, and that one opened it. So I updated it.
Because I was trying to see if y'all had hats.
We do not have hats yet.
We don't.
No, I have not did that part yet. But
do you have what Paul Case recommended?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to play with it later on. But yeah,
we might have to tweak the logo a little bit for it to do like the laser on leather. Might be a little different for that logo because it's not designed around like that function. Really.
Well, you could always do what Paul Case suggested to me.
What was that?
Get pins.
Right. The first time I met him, I didn't even know who he was.
No.
Because we just started YouTube when we went to 10 Killer. Like we started in October and we went to 10 Killer in April. So we hadn't been doing this very long. So she knew people way better than I did. So I wasn't.
But I didn't know Paul.
I wasn't in it a whole lot anyway at the beginning.
He sat with us.
So we were sitting at this picnic table at the end, right where they just off the side from where they had the Blackstone set up.
Yeah.
We're just sitting there chit chatting with everybody that was around.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy just walks up and sits down and like, hey, and hands me a pen. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I like pens. And I didn't know. And I looked at it and it said Paul Case Farms, blah, 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 YouTube. I'm like, oh, I've seen that on like chat and whatnot. And I turned and I was like, first time I ever met Paul Case was he just walked up and sat down. I was like, hey, you want a pen?
And I completely missed Paul Case and never even saw him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh.
Peas and carrots. Paul.
Yeah.
This week.
Carrots.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dang, we're gonna go all the way to 1?
Yeah, because we're bringing in the new year for Evelyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all can go to bed. I'll take care of the live stream.
Oh, dang.
I got you, Miss Evelyn.
Oh,
yeah, they made her do payroll today because we're closed tomorrow. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what happened to Val. I haven't seen her say anything in the last probably 20 or 30 minutes. I don't know if she's still in here or not. She may have gave up on us and passed out.
She may have. She may have.
She might have crashed.
She worked outside all day today, so it's very possible.
20 minutes, says Chris.
Bowen, it's more like I'm not going to be on the bus rental. I'm going to be on the plane.
I got to pay my car.
You already paid.
I know.
Okay.
Yep.
I got a pilot buddy, so we can fly. I'm just saying.
I got
You're a helicopter?
pilot.
No, he could probably do a helo, but he has a license to do Airplane.
Fixed wing.
Hilo.
I wonder if he's single or multi-engine.
He's got both. He can do either or. Cool. And he can do like visual flight rules or instrument flight rules. He can do either or on that one too.
IFR or
VFR. Yeah, he's good on either one.
The question is that how is he on doing barrel rolls? Because he might not want me to take over and do a barrel roll on it.
No, we were talking about it's like when we fly over there, we're gonna have to do a little tricks and whatnot when she's not in the car. Because when I get the roof done, it's gonna be kind of special, and I'm gonna have him do some flyover so we can get some aerial stuff. And he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to at least do one trip out her because she's not gonna like some of the stuff we go up there and do."
Oh, that's what I'm talking
She wasn't
about.
very happy with the helo we took one time and he wasn't even doing anything that crazy, and she still was like, no.
That's the best stuff.
I was having a blast, but she was not.
That's
hey,
like.
Chris. Oh, go ahead, Jenny.
That's like the best. It was on my bucket list to do the Thunderbirds. Yeah. And if y'all never had that experience in person, y'all should do it because these cats mean business. And I mean within 2 inches of each other. We're talking.
They're crazy.
And
Blue Angels are the same way.
Michael Goulian, who is one of the has been a veteran pilot, but what Chris was saying, he does barrel rolls and he does all this beautiful. He dances with it in the sky, and he is I believe he's in Massachusetts or Maine, somewhere up there, but he always comes and tours the United States he's always with the Thunderbirds. He's not part of the Thunderbirds. He's his own separate entity, but he is an awesome, like he just paints that sky, Michael Goulian. But if y'all never witnessed an experience, like it's like when you see a mountain, we don't know, like in the South, we really don't have, you have hills, but not real mountains. If you want that, you go ahead and see one in person. I'm talking majestic, like out west stuff. When you see it in person, it's breathtaking. It's is this real? Am I really experiencing? It's different than when you see it in a magazine, when you see it in a photo. It's the same concept with that. So yeah, I love their outfits too. They're beautiful. The uniforms. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Janae.
Yes.
Have you ever watched the Blue Angels?
Fat Albert.
Do you know that Miss America is a Blue Angel pilot?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I have people that are in my circles, and they host Miss America with Big T used to do that, and these people used to do that I hang around with. And my sister did that for a while. I never got into pageantry. I mean, I could have, but I never was the kind of girl that said, okay, I just didn't have it in my soul to do that lifestyle. I could have went to the Hollywood stuff and been on every cover of every magazine if I wanted to. And I'm not being conceited. It's just my sister did that. She loved it, but she's more of an artist, and she did resins, and George Lucas flew her out there. She did resin sculpture. She did the Star Wars, the Stormtroopers. She made all of their uniforms, and I mean, it was in secret that they flew her out there to Taiwan to do it. But she transitioned into architect and design, and that's what she went to school for in Marymount. She went up there to school, and she decided that she wanted to work at the WH House. So she interned at the White House, and she worked very hard, and yeah, for years. So that's where she ended up. And she also has a side hustle. She did weddings and makeup for brides, and she did, windows designs across the entire country, whether they were in New York City or they were in the South. It just depended where she went on tour with Revlon with Halle Berry. So yeah, right now she's going through a lot because she's on a feeding tube.
You got this, Evelyn. Come on.
I had to grab my charger. The phone that I'm watching chat on is starting to go dead. There we go.
Yeah. You wait, Amy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night.
Jenny, hugs
Bye-bye.
and love.
Good night, Janae.
Praying for your mom still, honey.
Love ya.
Amen to that.
Happy New Year.
Yep.
I'm telling you, Miss Lori, it's just going to be me and you and Miss Evelyn.
I know.
Certain somebody is going to be like,
once it gets to Evelyn's New Year. Like, thank you guys.
It's just 11 minutes away.
Yeah.
Bo and I'll give you a call here as soon as after the live, if that'll work, if that'll be okay. If you're still up. And speaking of which, I'm going to pull a Tara and sneak out just for a second because all these bottled waters, because certain people were designated drivers or driver. I'll be right back, folks.
Leave it. Lay down.
I don't want to.
Go lay down.
Hey, we should back this up a little
Thank
bit.
you.
Gibson here, because they never get to see Gibson. What?
You have your dog
You're gonna
right
have
up
to
in
scoot
here.
over.
No.
You can scoot over.
No.
You can come right here if you just scoot over.
Lord Jesus.
Come here.
Where's Evelyn's little crown?
Come on. Hey, down here.
Yep.
Hey, you down here. Over here.
Come here.
Over here. Oh,
Here, I'll put it back on.
oh, you're gonna have to move over so he can't get in there.
Can't.
I can't either.
That is a large pooch.
Hey, come here.
Nobody's talking to you. Go on.
You're killing me, Small.
Okay, so I didn't know if I was supposed to lay down or nobody was talking to me or what.
Go. Turn around and sit down.
I'm sitting there going to the bathroom and I hear, lay down. I'm like, okay.
Sit.
I'm saying no. Stop.
Sit. Sit.
You had me going, Evelyn.
Right here.
Getting onto the critters. Sorry about that.
I finally get to see the German Shepherd.
Get your foot off too.
I haven't answered your last email. What?
Give her a kiss right here.
No. You better get him down
Right,
before
come
he
on,
starts
come on.
knocking.
Go lay down.
Oh.
Good Lord.
Now, which one's that
This
one?
is better than half my kids.
Bowen, what? Now I'm going to have to.
Chris, what was that one's name?
Gibbs.
I love it. It's a lot better than Bougie.
Leroy Jethro Gibbs.
Rule
I
number 3.
figured that. I love it.
It's not the same without him. I don't even watch it anymore.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. It's not.
I haven't watched in years.
Nah.
I have a GIF on my computer somewhere. Of I'm gonna have to. Do I have to give smack you?
And I didn't watch any of them that had Robert Wagner in for a reason that I won't go into, but it has to do with something about Catalina Island.
Yeah. That one is a fun subject. Anyway, when everybody was talking about the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds and everything flying around, you couldn't stop Jenna from talking. But when
stop that.
Sometimes on, like 4th of July or Memorial Day weekend or something, the Blue Angels or the Thunderbirds are always flying around here in Massachusetts. There's an Air Force base down on the end of the Cape. And they come here to do air shows. And they fly over our house. And it's not very high off the ground. I mean, they are flying low and it just shakes the whole house. It's unbelievable.
Well, do y'all remember back in 2011, afterwards there was like everybody was, nothing was flying, but for a Patriot Day, the show team Blue Angels flew around the country to show support and spirit and to give people hope and everything. It was the Blue Angels. Now, I'm a big fan of the Thunderbirds, but I'm also a fan of the Blue Angels. That's why Miss Evelyn and I said Fat Albert, because Fat Albert, does its own show. Fat Albert is the bigger cargo plane, the C-130, that is attached to the Blue Angels, for those who don't know.
Yeah.
And so that's why I said Fat Albert earlier. But the Blue Angels were the only ones, so I have to take my hat off and to the Blue Angels for doing that.
Yeah.
And Miss Lori, I completely understand. I live in a mile and a half from Holloman Air Force Base.
Lucky.
So you must have the same kind of thing when the holidays come around, or when there's special occasions where they tend to do air shows.
I have it year round. It's a training base.
Oh, so they're always flying.
That's Fat Albert.
And we have here what they call a sled. And I know Chris knows what this is. The sled is anything from aircraft to men. And it's on a track, and you get a countdown, and whatever's on it can break the sound barrier. And you get a countdown every time it's going to go off.
Can we get Amy on it?
You're not getting me anywhere near it either. No. I'm with you. I don't know. If you don't like flying, I'm right with you, Amy. I'm not going to go up there.
My dad used to go
I know as soon as I go up there, it's going to go down.
My dad used to go out to Bonneville, Salt Flats, and do in August and do the Speed Week out there at Windover.
Oh, wow.
And he's got had videos on his phone of these little cars, and I say little cars, but they're huge, but they're only like 2 foot wide, but they're like 35 feet long, and they got 2 engines on the front of them, and they're doing like 700 and something miles an hour, and it's craziness.
Yeah, that's insane.
To have a car break the sound barrier is unreal.
Yeah.
They've got some cars out there that have broken the sound barrier, like while rolling on the ground. That's hard to do with the friction of rolling across the ground. Like, it's hard to get a tire that's capable. Like, it's hard for tire manufacturers to make a tire that can go over 300 miles an hour. Can you imagine one that can go over 700? Like, it is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I remember watching those. There used to be a program on TV where every once in a while they'd show guys doing that, and it was like, oh my God, I cannot imagine. No way. Yeah.
I can get you on that one, Amy. Just let me know what day is good for you.
Well, we go live on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and Homestead Hangout Thursday. So I'm thinking probably a Monday or a Friday.
No, I can't do Monday because that's when my man Trey comes
Yeah,
on.
Trey goes Monday.
Okay, so we're looking at either a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So we can make a long weekend out of it.
See,
Friday,
and at the same time, we can go down to Area 51, where Amy can see her relatives.
Well, Bowen, you're not gonna.
You got 2 minutes, Evelyn.
2 minutes, Miss Evelyn.
2-minute warning. Well, Bowen, if you don't like the bombs going off, don't go to OKC because there's several ranges in the OKC area that they blow up dirt regularly, just all day long. We did a couple Starbucks down there, and holy crap, they blow stuff up all dang day.
The things I do for friends.
It's nuts.
Yeah, you've got Tinker Air Force Base, which is basically a gas station.
Yeah. I actually got a buddy that's in the Air Force that's stationed at Tinker, but his job is mid-air refueling. So you can't really do mid-air refueling from a land base. No. So to train, they fly from here, they fly out to San Diego, to the Marine Corps base out there in San Diego, and then
Camp Pendleton.
Yeah. And then to actually do training, they fly to Hawaii, and they link up with the F-35s that are flying out between on the.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Welcome, Miss Evelyn, to the future.
I finally made it into the future.
You finally made it into the future.
Yay!
Nice of you to join us.
Thank you, Ace. Happy New Year to you.
Bowen, it's got to be like 2 a.m.
He did. He said 2
Thank you, Bowen. Happy New Year to you.
Blowing up at 2 a.m.
Oh,
there's Val.
There's Val.
Hi, Val. Happy New Year.
Val has arrived.
Yes,
it is.
Yeah.
We don't have the bombs going off at 2 a.m. here because Holloman Air Force Base by landmass is the largest military base in the United States. So if they're doing any kind of training that late, then it's further into the mountains and we don't hear it. So
you got that buffer, the mountains kind of reverb it the other way.
Right, exactly.
Well, this is awesome. Well, I went longer than I usually go, y'all.
We're at 5 hours.
We're at like 5 hours now.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're into the Rescue of Amy episode.
Yeah.
Because you went past the first 3 hours. Now
I'm
we're
still
into
not tired. I had like 4 full throttles today, so I'm still not tired. I might just stay up and get up at 6.
That's one thing
Because I'm not wasting daylight because I don't have very much daylight where I can get stuff done. How often do I have a day of work?
Can I borrow some monetization money?
Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
Oh, now the fireworks are going off.
Yep.
Yeah, when I went to get the dogs a while ago,
Good night.
they were blowing stuff up outside. And
night,
then the rednecks with their pew-pews in the woods.
Oh, did you see what Avid was saying earlier? He said he hates this time of year because somebody in the area of the prison, I guess that he works at, was doing their pew-pews in the air.
That's crazy. That is just
That's insane. That's just looking to kill somebody.
Yes.
That's like Amy on a parachute. What goes up
must come down.
And a lot faster than it went up, too.
I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it.
It's all right, Amy. You know I won't parachute out of a perfectly good airplane.
No, I see no reason to jump out of a perfectly safe plane.
He would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even get into the plane to begin with.
Yeah, there you go. I'm with Lori on that one.
Keep my feet on the ground and I'm happy.
I like to fly, so I can't say anything. But yeah, I'm not jumping. I'm not jumping.
That helo ride was fun because he kind of went up and did some little whoop-de-doos. I mean, it wasn't like nothing stupid. It was just kind of barely whoop-de-doos. But you could feel the props like, doing their little. No, you could feel the propellers doing their little womp stuff, and it was like, yeah, I like it. I took a video the whole time. I got like a 5-minute video. I probably need to throw that up sometime. It was fun. I was enjoying it. They let me sit up front, and
I would have been throwing up.
She knew how much I liked that stuff, so she sat in the back, and
My
I
tummy
got to.
didn't feel too great, and I was just like,
I got to sit up front with the pilot, so I got like a pretty decent view.
So Chris, when she was in the back, was she like and grabbing on everything?
Not really, but she was like, you could tell she was tense. She was not enjoying herself. She was not relaxed.
She had to have a root beer afterwards, right?
Yeah, she needed something.
I needed my bed because I got so sick. I was already feeling sick that weekend, remember?
Yeah.
And then I got in that, and I was like, oh,
We
I'm
got
ready
to
for bed.
Fly out and around down the river and whatnot. It was nice. I liked it. I'll see if I can find it. I'll send it to you, and you can upload and put it on one of our videos or something. It was fun.
Well, see, the last
I don't
time
have a problem seeing a.
After you, Miss Lori.
I don't have a problem seeing a video of flying over a river or flying over the ground and seeing all the different things, but I don't want to be in it.
Right.
Ace, you're still out there. Happy New Year.
Well, the last time I was in the helicopter, Chris, the funny thing, first of all, I have to say, the name of the company was Rainbow Helicopters. And you know where my mind went. Okay. So from there, anyway, we had a great pilot and all, and we flew, and towards the end, we flew over Pearl Harbor and flew beside the Mighty Mo and the Arizona. And of course, at that point in time, I rendered a salute as per protocol when you pass by and all that in remembrance of them. So it was one of those, I guess I need to find that and see if I could put it on there on my make it a short.
I gotta shut down this laptop. I'll be on the phone. You know how me and Amy be.
Yeah, they never get off of here. They say they get off of here. I'm going to bed, and then 5 minutes later, you say something about them. They're like, hey.
Except the real people that stay on. Who knows who I'm talking about?
That's real dedication.
Well, y'all, it's been fun.
It's been real, and it's been fun.
Well, I'm gonna head to bed because
I'm getting up in 5 hours.
Yeah, and then we got plans with Rusty and Rachel. So I've always been.
Give Rachel and Rusty big hugs for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Amy, I ask one thing for you to do.
What's that?
When you go to bed, remember Brother Troy. Keep him in your thoughts and in prayers.
Yep. Absolutely. I got the he actually put he gave me the number that if I was to call and get updates, that he gave me a number that to release information, that I could call. So, yeah. Eat real Mexican, yes. Oh Lord Jesus.
I'm ready for Taco Bell.
That's not real Mexican.
Hey, it's the closest place I can get tacos.
That's not even real Tex-Mex. That's
plastic food.
Yeah, I don't even know if that would be.
He says that's plastic food.
Well, I'm still waiting for Whataburger to get built in Ponca.
Oh man, that is a good place right there.
Because that's to me that was the number one place in Texas.
We never had we don't have any around here. Not that I know of.
So I'm gonna close this out.
We're gonna bounce.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for hanging on another hour so you could ring it in with me. Thank you.
Yes, you are so welcome. Thank y'all for coming up and hanging out. And for those who stayed, I'm still showing 20 people that are still watching.
Yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning, they got 20 people. It's ridiculous.
That's crazy. Now 21. Happy New Year, Peter.
Happy New Year, Peter.
Happy New Year.
So long.
Yeah, but
it didn't feel like 5 hours. It's crazy.
I love that this has been made possible because it's just like we're sitting in each other's houses and chit-chatting. So yes, it's going to take hours because we're sitting here chit-chatting,
Yeah.
What we do if we were at each other's houses.
What's really funny, and this year the meetups will be a little different because last year we hadn't really got a whole lot of lives and a whole lot of this and that and everything else. But next year, let's just 10 Killers next. So let's just focus on 10 Killer. When we go to 10 Killer next year, later this year.
This year.
It is this year. So when we go, it won't be like last year where it was like we get to meet people for the first time. It'll be completely different because we talked to them 3 days ago on our live. Like this. It won't be like we haven't met these people before. We finally get to meet. We finally get to meet. We finally get to meet. It won't be like that. It'll just be like, hey, did you ever get that blah, blah, blah fixed? Because we were talking about it 3 days ago, Tuesday night on our live. Because we're going down Thursday. So when we go live Tuesday and then Wednesday, we're going to 10 Killer the very next day after What's Up Wednesday. So if we see people on our live What's Up Wednesday,
I know,
and they show up to 10 Killer, we talked to you yesterday.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that last year.
I did mention you, sister, though, on my last big video. Evelyn.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I haven't had a chance to watch it. I will watch it.
Yeah, it's the one the last video of 2024.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that either. I gotta watch that.
Yep.
Y'all have a blessed and wonderful new year.
Yes.
My prayers are with everybody, including the chat. And if I can do anything to help, let me know. And I will say this because I love y'all and hugs to you. We'll talk at you later because I gotta go get a treat for somebody. Y'all have a good night.
Love you guys.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.